All right, welcome aboard. We're just gassing up here, getting ready to head out. And hey, I'm reviewing this video from my dash cam from this trip, which was, I don't know, a month ago or so. So finally getting around to getting this video out and just learning how to play with this voiceover tool, which seems to be pretty easy if I can figure it out. So yeah, hey, I hope you don't get sick of hearing my voice, but this one's got voiceover on it instead of just throwing some music in there, which was the last thing I learned how to do. So again, playing around with these videos is fun. So hope you enjoy it. All right, we're getting ready to take off for this adventure. We are headed to Upstate New York. So getting, I can't remember what time of day it was here. Late afternoon, I think, start. But yeah, all gassed up there, just leaving base camp and heading out. Looks like a nice, bright, sunny day. So yeah, get excited. We're gonna probably see some great fall colors and go up and visit my son. So gonna be a nice time to have the RV. Always battling with that garment. But you hear me, you hear it beeping. It's voice controlled. Yeah, we're cruising through Rochester Hills right now. Yeah, I recognize the area. Kind of a newer cemetery they built there on the left. Kind of the old stomping grounds. So yeah, that noise right there is the dash cam. It has lane warnings. That's what that was. And then if you get too close, it has crash avoidance for front-end collision. So that thing beeps and bops and booms and makes all kinds of racket, but it does help keep you alert, that's for sure. There's an old cider mill there on the left. Lots of family memories around this area. Had an aunt and uncle that had a nice house with a pool over there, in-ground pool. We used to have many barbecues, parties there in the summer that I have fond memories of. So here we are, we're on I-75 now, heading south. So yeah, it was, I don't know. A lot of people don't like driving on the freeway. I love it. Set to cruise, steer. You don't have to worry about intersections. You don't have to worry about hardly anything. Just pay attention. So, yeah, I enjoy it. It's funny, I really never listen to music while we're traveling. So I turned in my lease vehicle, which had XM, and XM's only like $4 a month or something, so I just kept it. So I haven't transferred it to the RV yet, just pure laziness. But I mean, I can listen to it off my phone, other ways, iPad. So I usually cast it onto a Bose wireless speaker or something to enjoy tunes from XM radio. Is amazing because no matter where we are, we can listen to whatever we want. Always get a good signal. So, all right, well, let me sit back here and enjoy the ride. Now, for those watching that aren't familiar with this area, I-75 South is pretty much the main one of the main ways to head south anyway. It runs all the way to Florida, so pretty much everybody's pretty familiar with most of the scenery if you live in the Michigan area. But if you don't, there's a couple of landmarks along the way here, and there's some areas that just remind you that Detroit's got a lot of recovery to do still. But you'll see here in a minute, we're going to cruise right through downtown Detroit. So buckle up, put up the windows, kids. We're going through Detroit. I remember that as a kid, take a trip as a family and coming back, might be late at night, coming through Detroit. Back then you had to crank the windows up and we had to actually physically push the locks down. Baiting myself there, but anyway, kind of funny. So yeah, here we are. We're coming through. I think that's there's Ford Field and Comerica Park there on the left. So if you're a Detroit Tigers or Lions fan, that's where they play now. So some fun things to do in Detroit. There's a couple of cool places you can still go. It's still safe. Just don't look right. Don't be there. Common sense. But it's fun to go to the casino or go to an event, go to a hockey game, football, baseball, whatever. So, but yeah, we're heading out of Detroit. Been going by all the construction pretty soon for a new bridge they're putting across the Detroit River to go over to Canada. So I think you'll start seeing some cranes in the air, and I'll reroute all the traffic because they'll now have 2 bridges and a tunnel that go across. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they're building another tunnel too, but I don't keep up with that stuff that much anymore, so don't quote me on it.
Okay, Garvin. Take a picture.
Oh, yeah. Another feature of that Garmin dash cam is its voice controlled, which is very nice,
okay, Garmin,
but also very...
Take a photo. Take a picture.
Very frustrating, because if you say the commands right, it'll do what you say. But I keep asking it to take a photo, and the voice command is take a picture. So I laugh when I hear the video now. It's like, God, it was frustrating. And I was like, you're cruising along, and it's a cool feature. You don't have to try to hustle a phone up and shoot a picture. It's just not safe. So this is so safe while I'm driving that when I struggle with it, I get frustrated. So excuse my language, but I think I'm about to get frustrated. See all the cranes I was talking about? So we're right in that area now. See the bridge, the old and new will be on your left. Okay, so yeah, this is one of the eyesores, I'll say, of Detroit. You know, especially people coming into Detroit from the south headed north on 75. You ride right by this refinery, and it's not very nice to smell or to look at. So I was wondering, like, why did you build that right there? And then, of course, I've always felt like, why are these people living around here? This air quality
Okay,
has to be terrible.
Take a picture.
But yeah, you can see up here, I think, yeah, there's all these storage tanks on your right there. I believe those are gasoline or oil, I'm not sure, but I think there's one of them used to be round and be decorated like a basketball for the Detroit Pistons or a baseball for the Detroit Tigers. So, seeing it right at the moment, but so yeah, looks like a big flag on this one or something. Yeah, cool. Alright, so yeah, that's on the south side of Detroit. So now, not a whole lot to see between here and Toledo, which is the Ohio border. And then we'll be making a hard turn toward the left to head along Ohio toward Pennsylvania.